You're no longer fully identified with who you were, but you're not quite yet sure who you're becoming. And that space in the middle can feel really confusing. One moment you feel empowered, the next you feel uncertain and frightened. I've gone through moments like this where I could feel parts of myself start to fall away and heal and change, but also I wasn't, fully solid in my new ways of being yet either. And that in-between space can be deeply uncomfortable, but it's also completely necessary. Change doesn't happen in a straight line. We often expect it to and want it to. It moves more like a wave. There are moments where you feel like you have shifted, and others where you feel yourself falling back into old ways, old patterns, old ways of being. It's an oscillating curve, but this does not mean that you're going backwards. And in fact, I made another video about this. You can check that out here. It's simply part of the process when that old identity comes back around. And it's not because you're going backwards, it's because something old is being released. And when something is being released from our psyche, from our subconscious, from our identity as well even, it actually has to come to the surface to be cleansed and purged, essentially. Change begins when you cannot tolerate being the same way. And from there, your choices start to shift. You don't relate in the same way anymore. Things that once felt normal and even good now feel off. It doesn't resonate. Your new identity is going to cost you your old one. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. And that means that anything that is not aligned with who you're becoming, who you really are, who the healed version of you are, in your truth, your essence, your glory, come on. Anything that is not aligned with that is going to start to fall away. There's going to be a shedding. It could be places, people, things, ways of being. It's all going to start falling away. Learned not to fight that shedding, not to hold on to what is trying to be released, because we can have a tendency to cling to the old for dear life, but it's not going to change that what is no longer in alignment. It's going to fall away. It's going to change. And here's the truth that I had to face. And I want you to hear this because you are not losing anything. You're not losing anything. You're creating space for something so much more aligned to take its place. And anything that is in alignment with you will stay in your life or come around in a better form. You're not losing anything worth having. You're just revealing what is true. That's what's happening here. You're not losing anything. What is really true is being revealed. And that is worth it. It's worth seeing what is real. It's worth seeing what is true. And it's best to just allow what wants to fall away to naturally fall away, because otherwise you are just prolonging the inevitable, really, and surrendering to that, even if it can feel hard in the moment, and it probably will feel hard, knowing the deeper truth of something better is taking. This is actually a good thing, right? Because what is true is coming to the surface. And that is always a good thing. When you're in the middle of this process, it creates this sense of emptiness, a space where things feel unclear, unformed. The messy middle, right? That space is not empty space. It's actually the time where your new ways of being have a chance to solidify. And that's important because that is going to serve you for where you're going next. So don't see this messy middle as wasted time. It's holy, sacred time for you to ground yourself in your new way of being. And it's going to be messy. It's called the messy middle for a reason, I guess. And that's okay, because that's the same for all of us. It's not fun, and it's not, I mean, it's fun sometimes, right? But not really. It's going to feel up and down, and that's part of the process, because again, that is something stabilizing within you. So of course it's going to be, you're becoming someone you've never been before. So that's actually exciting, but it does take a process. So don't fear the emptiness. The emptiness is forming you. Not all at once, it's not a sudden shift. It's a gradual becoming. The more you allow what wants to fall away to simply fall away, more naturally and organically, something new and more aligned will emerge. And that is worth it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Lots more to come. I'm Hege, sharing spiritual insight, poetry, music, and lived reflections to help us see more clearly and to live more truthfully together. Till next time.